All right, guys, welcome back to Vanja and Ruby Reacts. And man, if you like that before the 90 days episode that just went off, you're going to love this recap. I thought it was the bomb. What you was thinking?
Yes.
It was lit.
Yes.
All right, guys, we definitely going to jump in there on Niles and Matilda because they was banging. Let's get into this. Now they wake up, they enjoying their breakfast, and Matilda tells Niles, you need to text Mr. Art and go speak with him about the knocking. Now, they get ready and they head on down. They dressed up good, except Niles, he went in sweatpants. I don't know what he had going on, but that's neither here nor there. Niles meets Mr. Art and he greets him, and he goes to shake his hand with his right hand as is custom to do so. But he notices Mr. Art don't have a hand, and he apologizes for trying to shake his hand. Mr. Art tells him don't worry about it, no worries. As they sit down, Niles seemed like, I guess this way I know there's something wrong with him, man. Because he just keep on staring at Mr. Ark's hand. Mr. Ark see it, we see it, and the people with Mr. Ark see it. He's just looking down at Mr. Ark's hand. And he brings it up again. I'm sorry that I extended my right hand to you. Mr. Ark say, forget about that. Forget about it. You haven't met me before, so don't worry about it. Now Matilda, she's over there slightly shaking her head. Cause like, I'm sure it made Mr. Ark uncomfortable. Why you keep staring at my hand?
Mm-hmm.
Chill. Now you've traveled a long way, so let's get on with our discussions. Yeah. Matilda asks Niles, is he all right? He tells her yes, and tells Mr. Ark that it just takes a while for him to process. Now Mr. Ark looking at him like, ain't shit wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You speaking clear and well to me. You look all right. Like Mr. Ark deals with artistic people.
Yes.
So why you trying to play him?
Right. So he would be able to identify certain characteristics of a person with autism.
I think maybe he's done with extreme cases and he could make it. Let me recap this in my mind. So they at the hotel. They having breakfast. They enjoying themselves. It's time to talk to Mr. Art. He go over and he meet Mr. Art.
Mm-hmm.
He wants Mr. Art to represent himself as the father in his wedding, since his parents won't show up. Because if his parents don't show up, they can't get married.
Right.
So Mr. Art agrees to do so, but you're not knocking and going home and then coming back and doing the wedding.
No.
Mr. Art ain't playing, huh?
Mm-mm.
That is not a part of our custom. If you're going to mess around over here, you're going to do it the way we do it. It's all at once or not at all.
Right.
So that's we following each other, right? Everybody following?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Niles don't know why Matilda's parents approved the knocking if it's not allowed and it's not customary. I feel like they allowed this because they trying to get some extra things. That's why they allowed it. You're going to perform a ceremony now. We're going to get some things. You're going to go back to America, get some more money. And you're going to come back with the money, and we're going to get some more things.
Mm-hmm. And
we're going to add on to it, too, because we know you got money.
It makes sense.
Because why else would they say? They look like they wanted to say no,
yeah,
but there's so much to gain. All right, guys, let's keep it on down the road on the yellow brick road because it gets real, and we got to be precise, all right? So Niles is trying to explain to Mr. Art in a roundabout way after he get him to go speak with him privately. There was basically a bunch of things that I needed to get. That's why I was going back. And he's like, oh no, you don't need this, you don't need that, and you don't need that. Matilda not supposed to be telling you what to buy. Mr. Ark is hogwash. Bullshit. She running game on you, man. Dang it. See, this when you needed to come to me first, the father. Now, even though Niles didn't know he needed to go to Mr. Ark first, it don't matter. You still wrong for being wrong. Because this is how it is when you talk to the elders. It's actually a cultural thing. I don't care where you black at, where you African at, where you native at. The elders make the decision. You don't talk back. I'm not talking about that new shit today. So he was wrong anyways because he should have knew right. Come on, y'all. Pay attention. Stay up now. It gets deep. What you got to say so far, man? Where you think this going? It look like Niles blaming it on her? Or it is on her?
No, it's not solely on her. But I mean, it's looking like she's
Being deceitful.
Being deceitful. It's looking like that. Yeah.
But under my understanding, Niles promised to give her a big wedding so he could weasel on out of why he ain't doing it now. Right? He said, I'm going to throw you a big wedding since I'm not marrying you now. I also took it as we're going to have a large ceremony now for the knock-knock because people was expecting a big gathering. People were planning already. So we kind of want to give them a bit of the same thing. I guess Mr. Ark is saying, even though Niles was making all those promises and suggestions, Matilda should have told him, no, you can't at all go and come back. You can't do the ceremony and you ain't doing the wedding. That's what it sounds like. And she shouldn't have took him over there in the first place. Now, from my understanding, he went over there to explain why it's not being performed right now. But again, the reason you trying to delay it ain't necessary anyways. So you just need to go to Mr. Ark. Mr. Ark summons everybody. He wants Niles, he wants Matilda. He got his wife married. They're in a private room talking. They discussing things. Now Niles want to get one thing straight with Matilda before they get going. Was I supposed to see Mr. Ark before going to see your family? And she tells him yes. He tells her that this is really a major thing that he has done wrong here. If she knew all of this, and Mr. Ark interrupts right at that point and says she should have brought you to me. You know how this makes me look? That's when I was asking Matilda. Do you know how it make you look? Matilda says yes. Matilda understands she should have brought Niles to Mr. Ark in the first place, but her wedding got postponed. And she needed him to explain to her family why that happened. But I guess I'm understanding she still shouldn't have brought him over there.
Nope.
To explain nothing to her family before getting Mr. Ark.
Right.
Who's representing him, who's looking out for him, who's going to protect him, who's going to negotiate on his behalf what he can and can't afford. That's why he wanted to know what all you promised them. Because if you promise him anything, then we're going to have to honor it. But he didn't promise him nothing. He just said, I'm going to be back in a couple of months after this ceremony.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like he owe him the ceremony, but Mr. Ark don't understand why they advise that because that's not customary. Now, again, they in here talking and Matilda saying to us, the only reason she brought Niles over there was to explain to her parents why the wedding was no longer going on. She didn't say this to Mr. Ark. She didn't tell Mr. Ark. She didn't defend herself. We all got questions like why, but she didn't do it. She wants to know why is Niles blaming her. Niles says, not only that, I was told I need to bring food for the knocking. Matilda asks Niles, who told you you needed to bring food? Now this one I'm shocked by because I'm sure it was them. Because Niles said, you told me. She said, I'm asking you about my family. I don't know what she mean by that. She just totally negated answering the question. What does she mean by that? He said, you told me to bring food and I ain't need to do none of that. And she said, well, I'm asking you about my family. What does that mean? Y'all, I didn't get it. If you know, let me know in the bottom. Mr. Ark tells Niles to be gentle. Niles tells Matilda he needs structure, rigidness. And when things like this happen, there's drama. There's issues. Mr. Ark see where he going with this. He wants him to not go to that place. Because it sounds like he finna call off the wedding, get upset, snap. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your take on what's going on in this room so far?
It looks like Matilda is in the hot seat. It looks like she's not telling the truth about things. And I think it's going to get heated whenever they get in the car. Like whenever they...
You feel like Matilda was lying?
It looks like it.
But you're not sure, or are you sure?
I'm not sure. But it looks like it. Because Mr. Ark is saying things that I know she knows that she should have done. You know, and she didn't follow proper protocol. And I think she knows better.
Oh, she had a valid point. She didn't say it in there, but the only reason I brought you to my house was to explain to my parents you were calling off the wedding and why.
No, she shouldn't have done that. That's just an excuse to, I guess, do what she intended to do. She don't look right in this situation. She just looks like she's using him. She shouldn't have brought him no matter what the excuse is.
It looked like she using them. Why?
To have this like lavish wedding. To have this and that. All these people.
From what I know, the family does have things they want. Maybe a goat, a case of beer, possibly blankets, anything that they may have on their knock-knock list. And you should get them. Not, it'd be simple, but it wouldn't be difficult for you.
Mm-hmm.
But Mr. Ark is, I guess, suggesting who's negotiating for you, because you don't everything.
Right.
So you shouldn't even be talking to them until you have your negotiator.
Right. You need someone on your behalf, someone that's representing you. Like, your parents aren't here, so him and his wife is going to be the ones representing you. You need someone that knows the culture and knows exactly what needs to be done and negotiate.
Maybe that's where she failed him at. If she brings her man over to meet her parents and they have a list of things that they want, who is making sure that it's not excessive? So after they sit there and Niles is feeling away, they eventually leave after Mr. Ark tells him, don't go there, calm down, pretty much. They get in the car. And on the way home, Niles got questions, but Matilda got some too. Matilda tells Niles he disgraced her in front of Mr. Ark today. She is embarrassed. Niles tells Matilda, you didn't tell me about Mr. Ark. He said, you told me, but you didn't tell me how important it was. So there he go lying again. She did tell him. He said she just didn't tell him how important it was. He claimed there were times he did not hear those parts. Matilda said, you heard perfectly well. You blame me, and that's why I couldn't talk in the presence of Mr. Ark and his wife. So I guess that's why she didn't defend herself and say why she brought him over there. I guess because it still would have been inexcusable to Mr. Ark. It's still not a necessary reason for you to bring him over there to tell your parents he can't. No. I also think that when men talking, even if it's her husband Niles, which is what her potential husband Niles, which I saw in there, that you can't interrupt them. You can't interject. You can't back talk. You can't have a say. That's why I think she didn't bring up everything.
Yeah, she would have been speaking out of order.
Yeah, I think that's not customary to defend yourself, really. Matilda is telling Niles, it's like you didn't know what was going on. That's how you was acting. Niles said, you know I got a disability, right? So here he go with that shit again, y'all. He using this as a way to say he wasn't comprehending well. You know I don't know the customs. You know I got a disability. Then you bring me to your house. Why 90 people when it was supposed to be smaller? Niles said you wanted me to give 200 CDs to your sister. Matilda said that was for the food. You tripping over $200? That's small. Have I ever asked you for money? Have I ever asked you to give me a dime? I don't love you because of your money. And I know you didn't bring friends, so I was trying to bring mine to fill things up and make you feel at home. Now it's like, girl, don't play me. You know I'm antisocial. You know I'm autistic. You really think I would have wanted a big wedding? Huh? You really think I would have wanted a big elaborate wedding? You think that was gonna make me happy? Matilda, like when we was at the hotel, why you didn't tell me that then? Why you ain't tell me you wanted 20 people or 10 people? Why you didn't just tell me you wanted this small when we were there? Guys, I'm gonna give you my take. And hopefully our sister friend here, Ruby, can help. It looked like to me, and I had been saying it was too much money if you go back and watch the last episodes, okay? The last 2 episodes. I'm not saying nothing new. I'm sticking by what I'm saying. If Matilda wasn't supposed to bring Niles over to the house before speaking with Mr. Ark, then the only reason she did it was to gain something. Now, it seemed like it would have been better if she would have said, hey, initially they didn't know his parents weren't coming until the brothers were talking to him and Matilda. It was in that moment they advised him that he needed to get with Mr. Ark. But he had already then spoke about paying for food and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't even came before his parents.
Right.
I believe when they were discussing, let's have a ceremony, this why I'm not having the wedding, they should have said, well, you need to get your parent to step in for you. And since you don't have nobody, let's pause this conversation and go find your parents, or you can get with Mr. Ark.
Yep.
At that point, he would have got with Mr. Ark. Mr. Ark would have came and say, what does the family want? Niles would have said, I need to go back home. I don't got enough money to give the family what they want. Mr. Ark would have said, you don't need to give no family no food, no gifts, no nothing. We're just going to perform a simple wedding. If you wish to give them gifts later, maybe you can honor this if that's something they're willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seemed like should have happened, according to Mr. Ark. But Matilda telling Niles, let's go to my parents and explain why you calling up the wedding so they don't think that I done anything. They shouldn't have accepted out of tradition and custom. They shouldn't have even let the knock-knock go on until he was ready to do the wedding. And it sounds like not deliberately being dirty, but that her family wanted some items. They wanted things. And this was the way they was going to go about getting it. It seemed like when the sister wanted $340 or whatever it was for the food, and she wanted gifts for friends, she was no longer caring about what he could afford and couldn't afford. I'm not sure that he told her he couldn't afford it, and that's why he was going back. Think that should have been made clear, and maybe she wouldn't have been making demands. But I don't really know if that was made clear. We didn't hear that. It could sound like they tried to hustle him. They tried to get a bunch of things. That's why they were so hesitant of Mr. Ark representing him. It's going to be hard to please him. See, that's coming up again. Why? Because Mr. Ark ain't going to allow y'all to ask for this and ask for that.
Nope.
If he ain't got it.
Very traditional.
But it is traditional to offer gifts and stuff for the knock-knock ceremony. Why did Niles go there with no money? You ain't had $500 to put in the family pocket. I mean, if it was my girl, before leaving, well, when I got there, I would have took care of her. I would have paid for all the food. I would have took her to dinner. I would have covered the hotel room, wherever we were staying. I would have brought gifts for the family. When I was leaving, I would have gave my girl maybe $200-300. I would have gave her $500. I would have gave $200 to the mom, $100 or something to the mom. I mean, $200 ain't shit. If you know you ain't planning to have the wedding, why did you don't have enough to cover the ceremony? If you ain't got no money, why your girl trying to rob you blind? Now I'm gonna have to assume he ain't tell her he ain't had no money. Mm-hmm. Especially after he gave her that ring.
Right.
Which was stupid.
Right.
Cause that don't hold no weight there. Look, I'm gonna be back. No, ain't no I'm gonna be back. Mr. Ark probably feel like they being deceitful because that's not customary to do what they do. It has never been done.
Yeah.
When he said he want to marry her later, call everything off, come back when you're ready.
Yeah.
You're not coming back with your parents? Before you even come over here about a knock-knock, go see Mr. Ark. Okay? Now, when they make their list and demands, which y'all ain't even getting married right now, so that ain't even looking good.
Right.
That y'all accepting things.
Right.
I don't want to blame Matilda. I want to say, you know how you about to get married and you finna get up out of this place? You finna go to America? You don't care no more. You just want to go be with your man. Mm-hmm. But you got family members who stand to gain something because you leaving.
Yeah.
I want a case of beer for her. I want a goat. I want some quilts. I want an NFL jersey. I want 2 cactus plants. And then she could go.
Yeah.
The sister who just trying to leave, Matilda, I'm just trying to leave. I ain't really saying nothing. I'm going to just let them get what they want so I can get up out of here. If they happy, then I could go. If they're not happy, then I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
So it's not like she was really trying to hustle him. I wouldn't end it with her. I would just say, wow, it's real. It'll make me a little uncomfortable, but I wouldn't end it with her. I would feel like she was respecting her siblings and honoring what they wanted. However, she knew better and shouldn't have had him over there.
Yeah.
Because what would have happened if we went straight to Mr. Ark? What would have happened was a lot of people wouldn't have been getting gifts. If you want to marry him so bad, it would have been a simple wedding. I told you, if he had $10 in his pocket of American money, he had way more than all of them put together.
Yeah.
On a traditional day, they could throw a big event there without spending that kind of money. I mean, like I said, I don't feel like she was hustling them. I feel like her family was being greedy. But I'm going to say she was being a little greedy too. Yeah. All your friends' gifts, that's why you're not getting married today.
Yes.
Why don't it be less is best and you could get married? Now, Niles, I feel like, I'm going to say this early, Niles trying to get out this marriage. He wasn't trying to get married without his parents being there anyways, because he don't want to upset them. Mm-hmm. They asses ain't came and support you anyway, so you know how I feel about that. I want to say something about that, but I ain't going to disrespect them. But I want to say buck them. You don't want to upset your parents by getting married without them. This ain't even about money. because I knew that was going to happen. When Mr. Ark made it simple and said, we can get married right now. You don't need nothing. Now he want to look for a reason to get into it with Matilda. You want to
Yes.
look for a reason to not get married now. That's all it is. He playing games. He uses his disability that we never seen to get out of things. He's a full functioning man. He's aware when he want to use it to get out of something. So he don't get to say something wrong with him to me. Did they hustle him? I don't really know what the items were that they wanted, but $200 for food, that's all they asked for, right?
Yes.
And gifts for all her friends?
Yes.
Not her immediate family.
No. For her friends.
First off, Niles should have came with about $500 for whatever the people would have wanted. And some gifts anyways. It's just customary. Show some respect.
Yes.
But did they hustle him? Was the main reason... I'm going to say this. Why would they even advise he go to Mr. Ark? If they know Mr. Ark ain't going to let them get nothing? Because the brothers say, hey, you don't got no parents stepping in for you at all? You need to go see Mr. Ark.
Hey, right away.
You need to go see Mr. Ark. We can't even go further here. Now the brothers handled it, right?
Yeah.
Matilda don't get to say nothing. They was making demands. They was speaking.
Yes.
I think Niles playing. He gaming her. I don't really think nobody to blame. But Matilda, they both taking blame. If he wasn't playing in the first place, all of this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, and her and playing games and then telling these people you want to get married, then having to end up over there to tell them why you can't. None of that would have happened. If he was going to get married to her when he went, they would have gave a list of demands that they wanted. And he would have gave it to Mr. Ark, and Mr. Ark would have come say, you can get this or you can't get that. Can you get this? You can't get that. No, they don't need this. Friends, no, they don't need. And that would have been worked out. Niles cheated himself trying to cheat and play on her. She was probably a little greedy. I ain't gonna lie. And she would have rather wait to get married later when he come back because she was being so greedy.
Yeah.
I don't know here, y'all. This is crazy. Where you at?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I think, I don't know what's going to happen, what's going to come of this. I don't think no knock is about to happen. I don't know. I'm just baffled. I don't think a knock is about to happen. It's not about to go down. I don't even know if they're going to get married. He might have a change of heart. She's turning him off because he thinks that she is lying to him, using him. So I don't know where this is going to go.
Like I said, I already knew once Mr. Ark said, y'all can get married right now, what's in the way? Come on, let's go. He don't want to upset his parents, who I wouldn't give two damns. We'll get married anyways. Because if you so autistic, they let you get on that plane by yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if they would have took and accepted gifts before him going to Mr. Ark, it wouldn't have been good.
No.
If they would have allowed him to make promises about what he was going to get before going to Mr. Ark, then we could say that. But until then, I think all of this happened because Niles was being deceptive.
Yes.
That's pretty much all I got to say. I do hope they work out. But this month about to make me mad because he just been playing the whole season and pulling his disability out like wild cards in the Uno game when it's time to get out of shit. That's all I got. Sonny and Veah. As y'all know, they still arguing from last week. He's telling her, I need you to give me all of your attention, not Rory. She say Rory ain't going nowhere. Sonny storm off. She chased him, as we know, and they get down there. Sonny feels disappointed that Veah's just standing there staring at them while him and Rory go back and forth. I don't know what he wanted her to do, but she probably should have said, this ain't the best thing to be doing. Let's get out of here. I thought it was going to go better than this. But she just looking like, y'all go at it.
Yeah, she's just watching.
It's two men. I'm not getting involved.
She didn't have his back, though. You need to have your man's back.
Like, how much more could she have his back? Like, what else could she have done? She already told Rory no name calls. What else could she have done? I think the simple thing is we shouldn't be down here. Me and you knew. Yeah. It's new. You tainting it with this conversation.
Yeah. It just wasn't a good, it just wasn't a good time.
Is he going too far asking, do she love him or like him? Or he should be in a bit of confusion.
He should be in a bit of confusion.
Would you have, with her standing there, would you take that like that? Like possibly she like him and it's not a friendship?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're not sticking up for your man. You're allowing this dude to talk to your man reckless. Then you passive aggressively kind of say, oh, you know, no name.
And that's why he thinks that she possibly may like him?
Her even bringing him on this trip. That alone.
Yeah, the fact that you brought him on a trip and you won't tell him to go away.
Yeah, that alone.
I get it.
And
you're making a big fight about it.
Yeah, and then the picture that they took on the plane together, it looked like they was all cozied up. You know,
you're right.
I mean?
I can't remember what could be playing in his mind in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
The picture I found, you hit it. You came here with him, you hit it. Y'all enjoyed the flight over here.
Yeah.
Was y'all cuddling and laying on each other on the plane?
Exactly.
I'm telling you to get this dude up out my face. And instead of us going on a date and a dinner, we in here.
Right.
Do Sonny got money to take Veah out? Because it don't appear that way. It also seems like maybe she trying to like have Rory pay for drinks and pool game and stuff.
What?
Like what's going on that I want to pass up some alone time with him? Like we seen them bang each other out before we saw dinner or anything. We did try to cook for her, but I don't blame her for not eating it. Sonny tells Veah that Rory is ruining their everything. They have good memories. Veah says she never wanted the drama. Sonny tells her, so tell the gentleman to go. That's how we are going to sort these things out. He tells her he don't want to deal with this bullshit anymore. Please, Veah, I beg you. I can't take it anymore. Damn, I'm tired, huh? Like he's literally begging her to end this nonsense. Stop talking about it. Get him out my face. Send him home. Don't bring him up. Like, I beg you, Veah. I can't take it no more. Like, Rory been the vein of their existence. Like, this is all they've been talking about. They've been talking about Rory and her more than anything.
I mean, his ears should be ringing off the hook.
Yeah. They ain't even discussed their own future plans yet.
Yeah. And rob them of this whole trip, you know.
Right. Sonny's telling Veah, you know, this is too much for me. Make sure you choose what you really want. I don't want to get hurt again and again and again with this. He tells him that she loves him. And he said, I love you too. But what I need for you to do is send him home. Now she cries and she's like, all right, Sonny. All right. So she choose him. And they hug and make up. And they get head back to the room. I guess she about to tell him to get out. Go home. While she does choose him, she don't like that she's been given an ultimatum, and it makes her feel like Sonny don't really have trust in her, and she worries about that. Mm-hmm. Girl, I do not care.
Hey, I just think she brought it on herself. Whatever is going on, whatever arguments and stuff, whatever is going to happen, if friendships or relationships is going to end, she brought it on herself. This girl was dumb for bringing her ex on this trip to meet her now boyfriend, potential fiance, and then possibly getting married. This girl was dumb for doing something like that. She brought on a lot of unnecessary drama on their trip for them.
I think I'm going to start wondering, do she like him too? And I'm going to tell you why. It was simple, like a simple question, hey, can I bring him? But the fact that they're arguing about it so heavy, so much, and it's been the subject, and you snuck him here, and you just won't tell him to leave. Like, it's one thing he in the room waiting for you to catch your plane to go on, but you got him on a date. He got to be in your presence today. Like, he on the back of your mind. So I think there's something here too now. At first, I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. But if me and you arguing so hard about something, we finna break up, and you still don't want to end that bullshit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You heavy on messing with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's something real heavy going on.
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to be ending us. That's all I gotta say. I want to see what she gonna do when she get in there. She gonna send him home to catch his own flight back, or she gonna tell him I'm not gonna hang with you no more on this trip, and we gonna fly back together? Cause I know they got their tickets together.
Yeah.
Like, what's the plan?
Exactly.
Like, I don't think he going home, Sonny.
Nope.
I think he going home on the plane with her.
Yeah.
Do it make sense for him to take his flight out now?
No.
Or just go, Like, it's too much to ask for at this point, or no?
I mean, yeah, because I mean, he's just gonna have to cancel this ticket, get a new ticket. I mean, it's just dumb at this point. The damage is done. You know, I don't know where this relationship is gonna go, but if I was Sunny, I wouldn't get played like no sucker, and I would chuck up the deuces to her because I would not go for it.
I agree. You like a split second from me and Sonny had an argument. Now you in your arms talking to Rory about it, making out. As the person that's dating you, you kind of leave the door open for that when you do this.
Yeah, yeah. And not based on anything, I do feel like her and Rory casually still get down.
You might be right. The way she acted at the airport, that is. Anyways, that's our take on Sonny and Veah. We're going to see what happens next week, guys. Let us know what y'all think in the comments about this. Is it worth losing your partner about it? Or it ain't really that deep? Sonny should just be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Joey and Magna. They had their Airbnb that Magna's got for them. And Joey's calling her the wrong name, and production call him out on it. What's he calling her, Magna instead of Magna? And production is like, do you realize you're saying her name wrong? And he's like, I am. They say, do you know what it is? And he's like, I don't know. I guess. What's her name? Well, maybe I say it this way because it roll off my tongue better. He just don't seem invested. Out of all this time they've been talking, which ain't a lie, what is 5 months? Please. And he cheated within the 5 months? Anyways, he ought to knows the girl name by now. Yes. This is unreal.
Yes. I mean,
production know it. So they walking through the house, they getting the place right, and she's letting him know, your room over there, and I got my room over here. So she made sure to purposely book a place with 2 rooms. Mm-hmm. Now, while he don't want to do it, they sleep in separate rooms. Honestly, if it was me, I still would have tried to creep into their room that night. So I don't know. He's kind of a little,
yeah,
not a normal guy to me, but okay. Right. Make an attempt. Quit whining. Mm-hmm. Goes in her room and he's asking her about sleeping in separate rooms again the next morning. She lets him know she's not ready for that. They're not gonna be doing that, and they're not gonna do it until he proposes to her. And he's like, propose? And she said, yeah, because then you chose the person and they truly for you, mm-hmm. and you only. I don't believe that. They can give you a cheap ring from anywhere, pump on you and still go back home.
Right.
I don't feel no commitment out of that.
Right.
I think you giving them bad ideas too. Mm-hmm. He a real estate agent. Ain't nothing for him to go find him a little cheese ball ring, give it to you, and then boom, be humping on you.
Right.
But she adamant about this room, which I don't really believe, because why did you get this house for us to stay in for a few days before we go back? You're not trying to be intimate with me, but you drove up here making it seem like it. So I think she's just playing and she want him to be aggressive about it.
Maybe
me
so.
Personally.
Yeah. Yeah,
she was looking like she was ready, right?
Oh,
she was at the airport with no undies on.
Giving all the signals.
Yeah, yes. She was giving choosing signals. I wanted signals. Flirting with him with her eyes, looking up and down. But we in the room playing.
Yeah. The way she was acting, I'm like, girl, I don't know how you going to be able to do this.
Yeah, I'm like, you ain't going to be able to make it. The only way you making it is if you came down. And now you playing hardball.
Yeah.
Because somebody did that on one of the shows, yes. And then afterwards they was giving it up, huh?
Yes.
And then we found out they was on. Mm-hmm. So yeah, how you gonna know if we compatible? She lets him know it's not that important. He says it is. He don't want to be proposed to somebody who he hadn't been intimate with yet. So what that sound like?
Sound like he just want to hit it.
Then he tell her, why don't we just knock this out first and then go from there if we like each other? What?
Yeah,
So he's saying if he don't like her sexually, basically he's gonna break up with her.
Right. And she's like, whoa, wait, pump the brakes. This is not how that works. If we're gonna be together and we're 60, 70 years old, we're not gonna be doing it anymore. So you need to be able to love being with me, love me, and then not have anything to do with SC. You know, so I get where she's coming from. I agree with that. That is a major concern for her.
I mean, it seemed like he just came up there for that. Again, I don't think he's straight. I think he's a bottom pansy. I feel like I could just call this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with his shoulders, but we'll address that later. And why he walking like this all the time?
Right.
What's going on? It's like I see invisible shoulder pads.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, why did he want her to be compatible sexually right now anyways? I thought, like, I know it's not back in the day, but you didn't want a girl to be experienced. Of course, you want her to as a grown man now, but usually women weren't. They were just for you. They were virgins, and you would pick one, and y'all would figure all that out together, and somebody would learn you.
Right, right.
Why you want to know if y'all compatible?
Sexually.
This is wild. Exactly. Sexually compatible. He sound immature. Mm-hmm. Because she wants to wait, he wonders now if she trying to use him for a green card. I can't stand these people with that. You came over here. You shouldn't get to bring up, oh, I'm using you for a green card, or I'm using you for a green card. I really don't like that they do that. Mm-hmm. You choose to date an international, and as soon as they don't like something you doing or call you out for cheating or bring something up, now, oh, you trying to use me for a green card. Maybe you trying to use her to be on the show. Maybe you just trying to hump on somebody and go back home. Like, what are you on? Maybe you trying to get a green card from me. I don't know. Like, I just don't like that they do that. If you're so concerned, then stay in America.
Yeah, yeah.
It's wrong. It's like some type of game they play when they don't get their way.
Right.
And then, when you bring that type of shit up, you make other people start saying it too. That's on the show or in the audience or watchers. Mm-hmm. You did that to me, we done. You're not going to make that the narrative.
Right.
And it's easy to make it the narrative. Just throw it out there.
Yeah.
People are already assuming that anyways.
And they're going to pick it up and run with it.
Wait till she tell him she was talking to somebody in Germany already for 3 months. He really gonna think you using them then. Mm-hmm. Magna says Joey broke her heart when he slept with another girl before coming up there. So this gives her pause even more. But she don't want to bring it up right now because it's like their first day. They trying to chill. It's not the right time, which I get. So they go out, they make dough, and they roll bread together. Then they leave and they have some drinks. She brings up this other girl. When did he sleep with her? You broke my heart when you did it. He don't know what day he did it.
Nope.
He don't know what month he did it. She asks, was that the only girl? He says yes. She said, well, then if that's the only person you slept with in all these months, you don't remember what month you did it? Now that's a point.
Yes, it is.
You can't be, if you're not that active, you should have knew that day easily. Unless he was drinking, but he didn't throw that up. Unless they cut it out.
Of course he was drinking. He's always drinking. Always. At a party, he's always drinking. No one takes him seriously.
That is true. His
friends do not take him seriously. He's very immature. And I could kind of believe that he might not even know. Like, he could be telling the truth. He might not know what month it was. But it, for damn sure, wasn't just one chick.
Yeah, I think he's lying right there. Now, she tells him, you did it on my birthday. Because he said March or April. Then he want to take it back when he said, oh, that was your birthday? She said he did it on my birthday because that's when you tried to buy me them flowers. Mm-hmm. Now, girl, remember when you bought her flowers.
Oh, yes.
And they seem to think you done something wrong if it ain't a birthday or anniversary.
Yes.
They think you cheated. Go watch several movies.
Yes.
You randomly buy a girl flowers out of nowhere and it ain't something you usually do. They think you done something.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, I think he's lying. Mm-hmm. All of her energy changing. While she's sitting here, she's getting mad. She tells him she didn't do this to him. She put a ring on her finger the moment they got serious so people don't approach her.
Yes.
But he think that's weird. How could you be so committed to somebody you never met in this short amount of time? That's what he said.
Yeah, no, he really don't have a point because if y'all both made a commitment to each other,
they didn't though. It is. That's his argument. You didn't alert me that you were that serious that you were doing that. You just did it on your own.
She could do her own thing, but she wasn't. It ain't like she was, pressuring him to do it. She did it for her own thing.
I don't buy it either.
I get that. I understand.
You too committed to me without me knowing. And you too committed to me without knowing how serious I am about you. That's his argument. You're going to shoot people off and you hadn't let me know you were so committed to me that you put a ring on your taking finger so people don't approach you, so that I know to take you that serious.
I mean, maybe she didn't want to come off like so
I
fast,
think that's
like,
his point. That's his point. You doing this too soon, like with the guy with 3 months. Now I know he don't know this yet, but we do, and he do have a point without him knowing it.
Yeah,
she a little weird. It's a little too fast. You committing a little too soon. Like your mom said, you moved to this guy's house in Germany, and you only knew him 3 months. That's still, I don't know your middle name yet.
Right.
I mean, you still trying to know somebody.
Yes.
And you did all that. You got cheated on, and that didn't even make you slow down about how you approaching me, the next person. You wild. You just too committed too fast. It make you look like you a user.
Yeah. Yeah. But she also very young, right?
She 23. Is young, and I think that's
very young.
That's who he meeting right now. The representative of a 23-year-old. Yeah. Because all of a sudden, she's just mad this whole time and sad, crying. Don't break my heart again. You did this to me. It just seemed as mad. I know she just found out, and he did that to himself. Confessing this to her right before you take the trip. Yeah. That's gonna be the theme of your trip.
What?
Did you cheat? Why you cheated? When did you do it? I'm scared. I don't know if you're going to do this to me again. I don't want to give myself to you sexually. You just was with somebody. And you acting like they didn't matter. I know I'm not. So that's how she's going. Yeah. I don't want to say she wrong. She just, from the person that drove up smiling and cheesing and jumping at the airport and in the car. Yep. She's giving, I don't even want this no more. Right. I'm turned off. I'm mad. I don't know how to match that. Now I'm seeing the 23-year-old that I was telling you about. How does she act when she get mad? Yeah. Remember we spoke of this last episode. Go back and watch. She wondering like, why did he keep that from her for a month or however long he kept before he told her? Because he said, I told you. But you didn't tell me right away. Right. And if I didn't ask, would you even told me? Exactly. I'll still be in the dark. So she processing it now. And I think the fact that he's acting so thirsty is making her think he can't possibly be being faithful back at home. Right. I don't know. I don't think this gonna work. It's looking like it ain't gonna work. She's too young, and he look like, wow, she's being too serious right now. Like it's getting to be too much for him. Like he can't handle it. Yeah. Which tells me he's never serious. Never serious. Y'all, he a child. Immature clown. Immature mama's boy clown. With invisible shoulder pads. I don't get it. I think she too young. He need to leave her alone. I think she hurt. I don't know why. She too committed. They only been together 5 months. Yeah. They both weird. Yeah. It ain't just her. You down low and you DL. They be wild and high. They be doing extra. Next, Bozo and Vanja. Come on, y'all. Y'all ready? Get in here. Get in here.
I think Bozo was not interested in her as soon as he saw her in person. I think that's where it all changed. He was doing him while they was on the phone. To me, it was just something for him to do whenever he wasn't with his friends. You know, just a little something to occupy his time. Whenever she gets there, everything just changes. Oh, I don't know if we're compatible. I don't know. You know, I don't feel it. I don't feel what you feel. Like...
You're actually right. He might have done this when the guys were actually playing professional ball and he was benched somewhere. But how much different could she have? It's the only thing that could make sense to me. It was all good, and then when you got here, he saw you and didn't like you. He didn't like what he saw. That's what I thought until I listened to her more. Again, this is a DL man. Say what you want. He's down low. I feel like they made him go outside. They pressured him to go outside. If it was up to him, he wouldn't even jumped up.
Sure wouldn't have.
This was my concern initially. That they were going to make him. I am shocked that they really couldn't force him to do it. I'm shocked about that because I thought he was really going to listen to them. But he don't want this girl. At least he telling them for sure he knows now. Yes. He sound for certain since she ain't at the table no more, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Is he trying to be on TV?
I don't know what
I feel like the show need to properly vet these people. They vet you real good when they trying to expose you for cheating and talking on the phone with people.
Yeah.
But they can't find out if you playing games and ain't serious. I feel like this is an acting job for him. Or he saw her in person and she looked so different. He didn't want her no more. Like, come on.
Hey. Yeah, you know how it is these days. Whenever a chick is gonna send you a picture, that
you said they was talking on FaceTime though.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe even still on FaceTime, you can have a filter. You know, it's like filters up on top of filters that people do.
He better say
something. When you see them in person, it's like, this ain't this person that I've been seeing in the picture. So it's kind of like, whoa, I don't know.
I mean, he acting like she looked very different, right? He acting like she looked very different.
Yeah, like completely.
What? I mean, they didn't even exchange words really before he came to that conclusion. No. It gotta be her looks.
Yeah. I think it's definitely her looks, probably her teeth, maybe the way she wears her makeup.
Something wrong with her teeth?
I don't know. They kind of,
He didn't see them before?
I don't know.
This ain't making sense.
A filter can make your teeth look white, like really white.
And what production did? Whitened her teeth or left them yellow?
I don't know. It's just kind of...
I want to know, why is she standing outside? She looked like she waiting on him to come out. She ain't smoking a cigarette. She done talking to production. You just there hanging. You looking in the direction down there. Why haven't you walked off if you ain't waiting on him?
I mean, she did walk kind of down the street, but still on the same block. I mean, she could be waiting or calling like an Uber, to get picked up or something.
It looks strange. Is production beckoning him to go over there? Because his hands was in his pocket and he looked like he didn't want to go.
I think so.
Like, I don't feel like dealing with that. He looked like he never... this dude. What the he mean by in real life versus online? Was he playing on the phone to cut?
See?
He was playing online to pass the time? And they really... you, girl.
Like his virtual girl,
I feel like
play with from time to time.
It's unreal.
It's there, and it's like, she's serious. She's with the quickness with her feelings and what we're going to do. And it's like, she's not confused about what they were doing, what they were talking about. Dude, you said you even loved this girl. Talk about, no, I didn't say that. Here's the receipts. Yes, you did. So it's like, I think this dude was just playing. And she arrived there and she was serious about them, their feelings, and what they was going to do, get engaged. Like, she was on it. And he was like, whoa. He
acting like, yo, girl, we was just playing online. Like, I don't even know what he act like. His friends look very turned off. They feel bad for the girl.
Yeah.
Look like one of them want to take him in the street.
Yes.
I feel like somebody should, the way he acted with this.
Mm-hmm.
What would make him think he's not ready for a relationship at this moment? The energy it takes to have one, going on dates, spending money, what?
All of it. All of it. And lying about not having a job, living with your mom.
Vanja returns home and she's drinking her wine and then the girl showed easy.
Yeah.
I see he a liar. She showed him all the texts where he was saying, I loved you. You ain't tell me you love me back. You ain't say I love you today. The words, I love you. Yeah. This a grown ass man.
He playing though. He playing.
Telling this woman, I love you. Come out here. We go together. Mm-hmm. She get here and he don't know nothing she talking about. He acting like the woman completely made up all this.
We just friends.
Again, another down low man. They want to play with the boys and go back home and sleep with his mom in them house. Because he can't be with them romantically in public. Say what you want.
Yes.
He ain't shaved. That told us something. That's why he showed up like he was in a pickup game of basketball. He didn't even meet her yet and showed up like, I ain't trying to be with no woman.
Right. Like he's not trying to even impress a woman. I mean, woman or guy, whatever you into.
Exactly.
Like you don't even want to impress your friends being at the dinner table, looking nice,
Yeah, because they all had on a nice buttoned up. I don't get it.
Yeah, like look nice for yourself. All that hair and stuff all over your neck. I mean, you didn't even line it up if that's your little style that you like or whatever. But I mean, you didn't put nothing, no energy into nothing. whenever it came down to this girl coming to your country for you. You know she want to be with you. You know she's serious about you, and you know where she's going with this. And she think you on the boat ride with her, but nah. You skinny dipping over there somewhere else, like just totally on a different page.
Like, what is he doing with his life? The other girl dumped him because he's immature, which sounds like he didn't want to move forward. He didn't want to get a place. He didn't want to have nothing romantically. This is what I think is going on with this down low man.
Yeah.
On the top of him being down low, he hyped himself up that he would go meet with her and pick her, be on a date with her to tell his parent, his mom.
Mm-hmm.
When his mom brought up, do she know you don't got a job? And he thought it was nothing until his mom's like, no, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you're a man. Like, you didn't have to take care of her. I think right there he got scared.
Yeah.
He got scared right there.
Yeah.
He didn't know how he was going to pay for dates and afford her. I think his mama paid for that dinner that he had that night. I think when he saw her, just as the friend thought, she is out of his league. She's classy, well-dressed, well-kept, and he's going to need to have money to be able to take her on a date or back to an apartment or a hotel or whatever. It costs to have a girlfriend. And he's that level of a guy that that's too much for him to be serious. He'll live with his parents his whole life. You know what? It shouldn't have been a surprise to us that he didn't sleep there that night. He don't want to be with a woman intimately because he would have got his own place.
Yeah.
If you're a man that's sexual, you're going to get your own place and you're going to keep money in your pocket so you can take her to a Airbnb or a hotel.
Yeah.
If you cool crashing at mom and auntie's house, that's least of your worries.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even normal, bro.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That's a good point there.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
That's why he able to live there. He tucked. If you know what that means, it's just sitting there taking a nap. It don't ever come to life. He good because he a DL.
Yeah.
You could live with you gonna be like, oh man, I need to sow my oats. Let me go get a room. I got some bread. I got some money. Let me go talk to this girl. Shows up. She might have heard us about that pink drawing all over her face. This girl had her wine, relaxed her nerves, and she showed up in a beautiful red dress.
Yes.
I know you say she should be a brunette. I think a brunette would look good, but I also think the blinded, maybe she ain't usually blind when she was talking to him. Yeah. Like, maybe, who knows?
Maybe.
Either or. She shows up in a nice red dress. Mm-hmm. And he still don't want to be with her.
Nope.
Come on, man. She showed up clean and classy, right?
Yeah, and he probably never even double back.
He didn't even come with a jacket.
Like, whoa.
He didn't, because he's that guy.
Mm-mm.
You been up there in that house with your parent, your mom and aunt. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't on the regular.
No.
You ain't none of it.
No.
Like the girlfriend that dumped him.
Mm-hmm.
He probably wasn't trying to do nothing and she got tired.
Yep. He's like an immature bum. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like the friends might not hang with him no more behind this. I don't know if it's deep enough to affect them, but the way you laughing at this girl when she show you lying on the text, that tell me right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's weird. I feel like she couldn't do it to him, but somebody should.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, hey, girl, you done dodged a bullet. The best thing for her to do is just leave. Enjoy the rest of your time there, but let him be. He is no good.
Production, get him out of here, please.
Yeah, he don't deserve the check. Okay.
Nah, I would have given his check to her. I would have said, "Aha, you wasn't working for us. You wasn't on this show,
right?"
Well, why did I come here? Why were you talking to me outside? Why were you filming me? I don't know who told you was getting paid.
Right.
I said we was paying you. Look in your notes, like he told her, and she showed. Look right here. Like he gonna have to make sense. You gonna have to say, "Girl, you was hideous when I saw you." Something. But I really think, like he said, when he saw her, he mentioned something about maybe he got nervous. He ain't ready for a relationship. She out of his league.
Yeah.
And he can't afford her.
For sure.
And without a job that concerns him.
Yeah, for sure.
Aside from him being DL. Because even a bum guy gonna be like, shit, I tried. Come on.
Yep.
Like, really, what was you doing? He can't make it make sense to nobody at this point. And the fact that she got her receipts is even worse.
Yes. Yes.
You got any more on this?
No.
This Bozo?
No.
Now we can call him Bozo.
Yes.
Next, Brian and Ingrid. Y'all, she using him. She going out for another meal and drinks. Nice, classy restaurant. She is here.
Yep.
It seemed like she show up for the food.
Oh, yes.
She show up to eat.
Wine
she show up
and
to
dine.
drink. She ain't got nothing else to know about.
No questions, no nothing.
But his old using ass doing all this, hoping he gets something at the end of the night.
They both doing the same thing.
You ain't striking gold at all, but she getting hers.
She getting her little dinner and, you know,
her belly full.
Wine, you know.
You know how them girls be using them guys in America? They go on, they take them on all these dates.
Dinner dates.
They just eat their food and don't want it. This what this giving.
I didn't know that was a thing,
I didn't know it was either.
I didn't know these girls was out here doing that. Until these dudes started to be like, look, a topic on the podcast. Y'all gotta go find us over there. But these dudes was like, you gonna pay for you gonna pay half, or you pay for your meal, I'm paying for my meal. And I'm like, what these dudes are doing that for? They should take care of the lady
to wean out the users. Why. To wean out the users.
I see why.
It's wild. But you know what? I guess she ain't gotta go on multiple dates.
No.
The dude in the wheelchair ain't gonna attack me at the end of the night. He ain't gonna wrestle me down and try to get on me. I ain't gotta fight him off. I could just take these plates and drink this wine.
Yeah, to a certain degree.
This easy right here, right?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, child.
Yeah.
Why is he taking out to dinner after she said that? Was there anything else to say? Why are you confused?
Exactly.
She making it clear she ain't interested.
Like she's not trying to be somebody's mother. Like, girl.
She know when the hell coming. You gotta mention her, who is rough right there. She know when one coming, but she let you ask her to push her up. Come on.
Yeah. All these are just big red flags. Big red flags. Because at the end of the day, whenever you come across your loved one, the one that is for you, they gotta come with certain qualities that this girl lacks. Okay? So,
she lack interest.
So, why is he still here?
Exactly. Brian introduces Ingrid to his friend Brian, who is a confidant of his. He looks like he knows she using him.
Yeah, he could see, it looks like he could see straight through this girl. He could see all the shenanigans.
Plus, Brian talks to him a lot, right?
Yes.
He said he talks to him about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Brian don't even know that his friend giving away how Brian really feel about Ingrid.
Yeah.
That she's using him.
Yeah.
But he going on his date anyway. He told the man it's strange for Ingrid to be in another hotel, but it's important for him to respect her privacy. That's how you know he already talked to the man. I'm not saying he wrong, but he talked to him. Brian asks if they spend the day with each other and are they enjoying each other's company. Of course the man know y'all ain't hanging together until it was time to eat tonight. That's why he said that. No, they didn't spend the day together, but Brian's like, see. If a man tell you the woman he trying to divorce won't show up to the hearing, and you go, strange. You could care less, right?
Right.
You ain't asking, it's strange.
It's not more than that. You don't have questions. You're not concerned.
What you mean she ain't showing up? Why? Just strange?
Why would
she has no interest?
Yeah, none. She's just using. I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't you be concerned? Why wouldn't you have questions? Why wouldn't you start questioning this dude? Like, how many marriages? What do you mean not showing up? Why would she need to show up?
Because I only want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm just
all this shit, all that should be wrapped up with your exes and everything.
I wouldn't be surprised she ain't back at the hotel with someone else after she get lit on the wine.
That's what I was saying.
You making a point right there.
Yeah.
You gonna fly all the way out here to be alone over there on that side?
No. You can have a little company up in there waiting on her.
Dang, that's what she got something over there.
Oh yeah.
It ain't hard for her to bag nobody. She nice looking.
I don't think she gonna be by herself. I don't think she gonna be alone.
It's unreal.
I don't think she want to be alone. She just don't want to be with him. But she gonna eat the food. Get right and drink the wine.
She gonna eat right and have a good night, huh?
She knew about her ex-wife, but she didn't know that this was still going on. Like, this is not even wrapped up yet.
Maybe she knows that he's still trying to get a divorce. I just think that he's lying about the woman using him for a green card.
Yeah.
The woman dated him for 2 years and used him for a green card. Well, she went to America because he was living in Recife.
Right.
So she not American? Like, how? Y'all would have to file for paperwork or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Visas.
Make it make sense with the statement you making.
Did he leave and go back over there? I'm confused.
Yeah.
All these women using him.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
But come on.
Yeah. He's so enthusiastic about getting married, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now I do think he's looking for a caretaker. You can't do nothing else with him.
Right.
I'm not going to say they ain't going to try and that you can't. But
yeah.
a lot of people turned off after the second, oh no, I ain't getting married again. It's hard to get out of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
But he ready.
Yeah.
Ryan tells Ingrid that it's easier to get divorced in Chicago and that he has been through this 3 times before. Ingrid said, what? Brian laughs. Ingrid says, how many times? He tells her 3 times and 4 if you count the one here in Recife. Ingrid says 4 marriages, 4. She said, I did not know about no 4. Ingrid says, I knew he was been married twice, but 4 marriages, 4 wives. Why is he married 4 times and it didn't work out? Why is he alone? There's something wrong. There's a problem. No, Brian asked Ingrid, did she know about that? You ain't know? Now y'all know we done clowned on this again. How she supposed to know? He talking about, well, there's the internet.
You didn't ask.
You didn't ask. Which is true. He got her right there. You ain't asking nothing. He telling her he an open book. I don't lie. You can ask me. She like, so, you don't lie. So you ain't lie about your age? Saying you 45 when you 50 something?
Right.
He said, hey, I told you how old my daughter was. You should have did the math. He said, you ain't even good at math. He looks to his friend Brian, she ain't good at math. If she would have did the math, she would have knew I was lying.
No.
So he's saying, if you do the work, you'll find out the truth about me.
Yeah.
If you go on the internet, you'll find out the truth.
Oh, yeah.
If you add up my daughter's age, you would have knew I was lying. So basically, he tells her the reason he lied about his age, because he don't want old grandmas contacting him online. But you the one that's 50.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You mean somebody your age?
Yep.
So you want children? I mean, I ain't going to say they children, but they're young. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody don't want no grandpa after them. It's wild to me. So they going in the back and the forth.
He is just such a liar. He will lie about anything and everything and won't tell you. He'll let you find out. Find out on your own. If you find out, you find out. You don't, you don't. But I'm not going to tell you. So not telling you is like, I'm not lying. I didn't lie to you just because I didn't tell you. You didn't ask. It's like, this is so many games. So much games with this one dude. So many games. I mean, you already coming in the situation you're already in. It's just going to take a certain kind of woman with certain type of qualities to be with somebody like this. And hopefully he don't lie to them.
What woman? He seemed like he not
One
anything you can work with.
One of age.
He do need a woman his age that don't mind this, that just looking for a companion.
Yes.
Because he really can't do nothing. He need a companion.
Exactly.
It's dangerous for him to do something. Actually, He need to be safe. So I feel like he disrespectful. He got a nasty attitude. I don't know if he's showing off in front of his friend or he accepted the reality that Ingrid ain't going to give him nothing. So no need to play nice no more.
Right.
Because he being nasty at this table.
Right.
He cussing and everything at the table. Dude, you literally not even hot.
No.
You're not in a state of hotness right now.
No.
Maybe you was a handsome man in a certain context, but right now, he should be as upfront about things as possible.
Yeah.
I think people get tired of him and his ways. There's probably more to him than what he's showing. He may still even be using, who knows? And they end up leaving him. Yeah. And he already ready to get married. Dude, how many women you asking?
Right.
4 wives. You ready to ask Ingrid right now?
And 3 engagements?
You done asked 3 women to marry you after, bro. I don't even know what else to say about Brian, y'all. He telling y'all himself.
Mm-hmm. He just need to go on caretaker.com.
He do.
You know.
He do.
It's save the drama.
You right about that. The man just sitting there looking at this go down. He's drinking his wine like, Bro, she out of your lead anyways. Yeah, I see what you say. He might have brought her over there just so the man could say, yeah, she using you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why she even here? Like the average woman got questions. So I can't even blame. He is lying. Yeah. But it's what I said. I think he's starting to notice she don't ask him nothing. Maybe the man, Brian, told him that.
Right.
Do she ask you this? Do she ask you that? What did she say? The man sitting there like, the average woman, when you threw up, the woman don't want to come to a divorce, you just say something like, why you think that is? She can't be trying to stay married to you. No, it's him running and ducking like they said. They say he don't want to split his assets with her.
I'm sure.
I think he running. Production, get Brian off the show. It's been funny, but I can't no more because Ingrid ain't helping. She ain't being a good sport.
No.
She not helping me laugh. She just here eating and leaving. I mean, she ain't got not a question. So you sure it's 4, it ain't no more? You sure it's 3 engagements? Do you have more than 1 child? Do you plan on staying here after the show wrap up? You going back to America? Like, shit, girl, help us make you not look like a user. Like, she really just got time to come eat.
And you're not even interesting.
You're
not even giving us a show.
She don't talk about nothing.
You boring girl.
Yo.
You don't deserve the check. They need to get them off this show.
Yeah, Ingrid doing bad. What a perfect performance of I don't care. What a great way to display. This girl said, when he said she don't want to come to the divorce hearing, proceeds to drink and eat.
Girl.
Are you kidding me?
They both use us.
A woman so uninterested wouldn't even come on this trip.
No.
She wouldn't even met you for dinner tonight.
No.
It's purely survival now because she in their hotel, so she just gotta eat when he call her, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they literally meeting up to go eat.
Yep.
That's it. They are not hanging out.
That is crazy.
They lied. They're not watching no movie. You're not hanging out. You're not doing anything but just going for dinner. Who? What you got?
What I got is they need to take them off the show. They both using each other, and I don't know what they both getting out of it, but her just getting a meal and a drink and probably being ready to go back to the room and have some fun time with somebody else. Other than that, I mean, he's not getting nothing out of the deal.
I guess a companion to stare at.
I mean,
I could go to the restaurant and look at people from come on. Ingrid, is it that bad, the food back at home? You not eating like that? You never get to go to the restaurant? You never get to go out? Help me, please. Help me understand.
Do tell. We here for it. What's really going on?
Next, Faith and Loren. Can y'all believe this, man? Faith tells Loren that her sisters like him, but she has a fear of him breaking her heart again. You think she really want to date him? Her sisters talked her into it. She sees something to gain at the end of the rainbow for her. Like what?
I think she wants to be with him, and I think her siblings are having an effect on her decision making because they are making points about how hard it is out there to find someone that wants to be with Ladyboy or just a trans. So this is something for her to work with.
So you think she's settling?
Not so much. I think she's settling. I do think that it is very challenging out there.
It ain't even long after Faith gives Loren the boyfriend title, he mentions his plan to her. Now, he wants to stay with her long term, and he already discussing marriage. I don't know why. I think that would throw a person off. You already want to marry me, but he want to stay in the Philippines. And since it's not legal to be married there, same sex, he wants to go to Thailand. They could get married there. He could bring the paperwork back to the Philippines, and he could be a citizen there. And they'll be actually married forever. Or he can marry her mom, and then he can spend money helping her pay bills and buy a house. So I guess he likes to drop that in to make it look like this need to be done in order for him to help her. Or, hey, I'll help you with the money if your mom will marry me. Like, bro, the woman already got a house. She already got more than him. I know it ain't what she want, but he don't got nothing. He's going to get paid in Philippines. in order to purchase the mama home. I don't know if he really understands what's going on. He tells Faith that's his two ideals. He knows that Faith don't want him to marry just any old woman, so he offers to marry her mom. Faith is completely shocked. My mom? So he has to break this down to her. I don't know why she didn't initially get it, but hey, it's still crazy to her. I don't get either why he's saying, I know you don't want me to marry just any old woman, so I'm gonna marry your mom. Like, that sound better? It would have been better if it was a stranger. I don't know, man. If the guy got to his head, Faith's mom asked, what is their relationship status now? So they was expecting her to go and make it right?
Yes.
They must have whispered something to her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you need to do the right thing and make it work so we can see what the white boy on. Because why would it be different from yesterday? But she talked to her sisters last night, see? So they must have said, girl, you need to go on and turn over now. You need to do what you need to do. What?
It's not that bad.
It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. In the words of Snooki, when she was eating that potato on the Jersey Shore.
It's not that bad.
Yo, it goes left. Faith's mom asks her, when will she be returning? Now, why is she looking at Loren when she say this? As to say, it's going to be up to him if she ever come home again. She the one with all the jobs.
Right.
There's no moment if she could send money back, can't she come visit?
Yeah, but I mean,
or it's one of the
all
other.
those jobs.
I know they don't pay.
No, they're not paying, but how could you take the time to go back home and visit?
You can't use that as an example because she just took the time to come home to visit with Loren. So it's possible. It seemed like it's a money issue.
Yeah, it's a money issue.
You can go home and visit, but if she's telling them in this moment, I don't know if I ever come home and visit, it'll be a while, then it's a money thing.
It's a money.
They get paid like $2 an hour.
And that's probably why she was looking at him.
That's $8 a day or so.
That's probably why she was looking at him because, I mean, if she's not the only one with a job and he gets a job, then...
And Philippine money? Dang, even if it's 8-9 jobs, shouldn't one of the jobs after a month cover a trip home?
Yeah.
It's something ain't right.
Yeah.
Maybe she gaming Loren now when she looking up at him.
Maybe.
Is this the cue to go and spill my plan? But you want to act like you ain't with it?
Right.
Is that what it is? Loren says he knows that Faith laughed off marrying his mom, but his mom may be receptive to it. So he gonna go over her and ask the mama anyway. How would you... what if your guest, your boyfriend, is asking your mama this without consulting you?
Oh, no.
Yo, this dude tells them, let me repeat it. I have intentions on marrying Faith, but it's not legal here. So we can go to Thailand and do it and come back. Or I could just marry you, your mom. Everybody looking like, is this a joke? The mom paused. Then she busts out laughing and said, you guys are joking with me. She said she too old for this. And it's quite strange. She does not want to get involved in this. Faith's older sister, Veah, asked Faith, how does she feel about plan number 2? Faith said Thailand is the better of the two choices. She tells her she thought this is the craziest plan. They just met him. She don't want them to think that the both of them are crazy or out of their minds. Where you at with this nonsense? This dude literally asked the mom, would you be up for marrying me so I could stay here? What is wrong with the Thailand one? I wouldn't even ask you that if I had that option. So this tells me he has no money to go to Thailand and do the paperwork for him and Faith and to come back and stay there after applying for citizenship. That's what this gotta be.
No money.
Then you ain't think of a plan for you can't.
No.
You ain't had the money to marry me in the case it would have went down?
Nope.
So it's
like he didn't plan on really marrying her this time around.
Is he talking to somebody else out here? Hypothetically, like, is it possible?
I don't think so.
So he gonna marry her and run off? Why I don't trust him? Do you think he still would cheat on her?
Yes.
You think she forgave him too fast?
Yes.
I think she did it for the sake of her family. I do not feel like she won him or that she could benefit from him. Y'all, that was Faith and Loren. This man then asked this girl, can he borrow her mom in marriage? They so confused, they thinking it's for real.
Yeah.
It's still crazy, even if he ain't. Guys, it has been a night. Between Niles acting crazy, like he don't understand what the hell going on with the knock, and he should have came over here with more than a backpack and $200. You shouldn't even play get married because you played yourself. And again, Loren want to marry the mama. Are you serious? It would have made more sense if he asked to marry the younger sister.
Yeah.
An actual girl.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yep.
I'm not understanding. Thailand, if that can't work, marry the younger sister. If that can't work, you just need to figure out something else.
Yes.
But he asked to marry the mom.
Yes. That's weird.
The mom.
That is weird.
Maybe he really want her on some real shit.
Ugh, that's weird.
Did it make sense? Wouldn't you have asked, look, I could borrow your little sister?
Yeah.
Is she not of age or am I tripping?
No, I think she's of age.
So why it would have been less strange sounding?
I get it.
What's wrong with Thailand? You ain't got no bread.
Nope.
So you been up there eating all them little 4 plates and you done ran out of money. And I know them plates $2. No, them plates is like 82 cents.
Yes.
All right, girl, I'm out of here. I gotta go, y'all. Stay tuned for the next episode of What in the Hell Happens. Peace.